1, we are given that P equals to -3, Q equals to 5, and R equals to 1. And we are tasked to find the value of S, given that S equals to Q squared plus R divided by 1 plus P. So in this case, right, we just need to make sure that when we substitute the value in, we are substituting it correctly, and every time we substitute a value in, we do make sure we do put a bracket that will enable us to make sure that we are absolutely correct. And when we key into our calculator later on, we are rest assured that it will be correct. Plus R is 1, and R divided by the whole, the denominator will be 1 plus P, and after which, key everything in using your scientific calculator, and you should get the correct answer. 24.5. And let's move on to other questions in this channel. Hello everyone, welcome to this question where we are required to simplify this expression here. Well, I saw these two, so I'm going to multiply the two. I will get 2a. 2 multiplied by -3, I will get -6. This is -5 multiplied by +2a, I will get -10a. -5 multiplied by +1, -5. So this is the first part. Thereafter, do simplify the like terms. 2a, +2a minus 10a, I'm left with -8a. -6 minus 5, I'm left with -11. And that will be the answer for this question. Hello everyone, welcome to this question where we are required to simplify the following algebraic fractions. Well, the first thing I would do is not to simplify yet, rather to prevent careless mistake, I always put the bracket first. Now, what is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 8? So the lowest common multiple, which is LCM for short, of 3 and 8 is equal to 24. So this means that I am going to multiply by 3 multiplied by 3 here, and I'm going to multiply by 8 multiplied by 8 here, such that this whole expression will be over the same denominator, in this case 24. Do notice that Mr. Tan at this point did not proceed to simplify things yet. Rather, I actually write down the whole expression on the numerator first, because this will enable me, later on this one will still be over 24, to see that this will be 8, +8 multiplied by 2x, +16x, +8 multiplied by +y, +8y. And at this point, I do see this is a -3. multiplying by positive 5x, negative 15x, negative 3 multiplied by positive 3y, negative 9y. Last step would then be to simplify everything up. I still have my 24 as the denominator. You would then see me simplifying the numerator. 16x minus 15x, that will give me positive 1x. 8y minus 9y, that will give me negative 1y. And since I cannot simplify any further, this will be the final answer. So at this point, if you're still watching this video and you do like this video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to have more of such videos, do support this channel by subscribing. Hello everyone, welcome to this question where we are required to factorize the following question or expression. So I saw something. I saw that 2 and 6 have a common factor of 2. So I am going to take out 2 as the common factor, and I'm left with x plus, now this 6 is 2 times 3, right? So if I have taken out the 2 out, I'm left with 3. Of course, not forgetting the y down there, okay? And this will be the factorized form. And if I were to expand out, they will give me back the original expression. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times positive 3y, positive 6y. That will ensure that I am correct. So let's move on to the next question. Alright, for this part of the question, we are now required to factorize this expression. And I do see the common factor of this whole bracket that is exactly the same. And therefore, I will take out this bracket as the common factor. And I'm left with P plus Q. And this will be the factorized form. And if I were to expand this out, P times 2n minus 3, I get back my P bracket 2n minus 3. Q times 2n minus 3, I get back my positive Q bracket 2n minus 3. So we are correct. Let's move on to the next question. Alright, for this particular question, we are required to, very importantly, use factorization to compute. Meaning that we probably have to see if there is any common factor. And I do see one. Both are multiplying by 256. So actually in this case, 256 is the common factor. So I'm going to take out 256 as the common factor. And I'm left with 4 plus 6. And we can continue to simplify this. 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. So basically this question, and therefore we would be able to compute this question easily now. 256 times 10 is simply 2,560. Alright. So this particular step is the step of whereby we actually do factorization. Okay. So actually here we are actually factorizing by taking out the common factor of 256. Alright, with that we have come to the end of this particular problem. So if you like what you are seeing thus far, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to solve this particular equation. I do see a bracket, so even before I do anything, the very first thing that we do need to do is actually to expand this out by multiplying in the 4. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times -1, -4. Then at this stage, notice what Mr. Tan going to do. I'm going to make sure that I only have one side that has all the letter x, and the other side do not have only have all the numbers. And how do I do that? Take note of what Mr. Tan going to do. I'm going to minus 4x on both sides of the equation. So you will have 4x minus 4x here. I still have the positive 3 and the minus 4 here. Why does Mr. Tan do that? Mr. Tan do that is because this will eventually give me 0. While here, 2x minus 4x will give me -2x. Well, I still have my positive 3. So what do you think we can do to this 3? Yes, we are going to minus 3. But if we do that, then at the other side, I must also do the same thing so that we can still ensure the equality, their equivalent expression on both sides, okay? And why does Mr. Tan do that? Because 3 minus 3 will give me 0, and I'm left with -2x here. As for the other side, -4 minus 3 will give me -7. And of course, the last step is that I am going to divide by -2 on both sides. So that -2 divided by -2 will give me 1x. -7 divided by -2 will give me 3.5 or 3.5. And we have successfully solved for the value of x in this question. And let's move on to the next question. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the problem where we are required to solve this equation here. I saw a denominator 3 and I don't like it. So this means that I am going to multiply by 3 to all the terms, so that when I do that, there will no longer be any denominator. I will have 30a here. I still have my minus 2 times 3, but do take note, the 3 and the 3 will divide off, so I'm only left with my 2, 4 plus a. Okay, so this is something for you to take note. 4 plus a over 3, right? If I multiply by 3, then 3 can divide by 3, divide by 3. That's why I only left with 2 times 4 plus a, which is this. Of course, equals to 2 times 3 here will be 6. And that will allow me to eliminate the denominator. And after which, all I have to do is to simplify the bracket. I saw a -2. multiplied by 4, negative 8, negative 2 multiplied by positive 8, negative 2a. I still have my 6 here. Then continue to simplify, shall we? 30a minus 2a will give me 28a. I do not want the 8 here, so I'm going to add 8 on both sides. So that for this part, 8 minus 8 is just 0, so I do not need to write that anymore. As for here will be 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8 will give me 14. This will give me 14. And last step would then be to divide both sides by 28, because that will give me the value of 1a. And do not leave your answer like this, because this will be equals to 0.5 or half. Both is acceptable. Alright? And with that, we have come to the end of this part of the question. And let's move on to the next question. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the problem where we are required to solve the following equation. Well, I see there is a denominator, so this is what I usually do. I'm going to multiply by y minus 1 on both sides, because that will allow me to divide off the denominator at my right side of the equation. I would also multiply by 3y on both sides, because that would enable me to divide off the denominator on the left side of this equation. And when I do that, amazingly, I'm left with 2 multiplied by y minus 1. And on the right hand side, I'm left with 5 multiplied by 3y, which will be 15y. And I have successfully eliminated my denominator. That is a very important step. Next, all I have to do is to expand and simplify my left side. And after which, you will see Mr. Tan on both sides of this equation. I will still have my I would minus away my 15y on both sides. And I would plus 2 on both sides, so that you will see 2y minus 15y. And on the other side, only left with 2y. You might be thinking about it. Negative 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. 15y minus y, 15y is also equals to 0. So this is essentially what is left with. And I will have negative 13y equals to 2 here. And finally, I'm going to divide both sides with negative 13 to give me negative 2 over 13. And that will be the answer for this particular question. Let's move on to the next question. Hello everyone, welcome to this question where we are given that Andy, Bill and Carol have the following amount of money respectively as shown in this video. We are required to write down an expression in terms of X in dollars for the total amount of money they have. So for part A, the expression for this total amount of money would then be equals to my x plus 74 minus x plus 2x minus 11, where this is ND is x, Bill is 74 minus x, and Carol is 2x minus 11. For part B, then they give me this expression actually has a value 177. So for part B, all we have to do is to equate 2x plus 63 with 177. Then I'm going to minus 63 on both sides, such that I'm only left with 2x here. This part here you will see 177 minus 63. You might be wondering what happened to the 63 here. Well, 63 minus 63 equals to, yes, 0. So usually for 0 we don't need to write anything. And this will give me 114. And therefore, we just have to divide by 2 on both sides. And I've gotten my x. And x happens to be what ND has. So therefore, final answer will be good to indicate that ND has $57. And we have come to the end of this particular video. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. With that, thank you and have a nice day.